Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to thank you for showing up today, and we're going to jump right into it. We're going to be talking with Cate Brown, who's a photographer from Rhode Island, and she's going to kind of give us a behind the scenes of some of the things that she does to make a living as a freelance photographer. So without further ado, I'm going to get out of the way and let Cate do the talking. Take it away.
I have a lot of hands in different pies. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I probably make about 10% of my revenue from fine art sales. It could probably be more if I did more shows and kind of really pushed that a bit more, but I don't. I do a little bit of editorial assignment, but it's pretty negligible. My commercial work is definitely the biggest chunk of my revenue stream because commercial assignment is always going to pay the best, but I don't rely on like 2 or 3 high-paying clients. I take on a lot of new clients, generally in the very small or startup phase, because I like to help build brand identity through visuals early on, so their work can be consistent. We can build a relationship that lasts longer if it works out. It just kind of like helps disperse. I don't have to worry about market shifts as much because during the pandemic, when the economy was kind of like thrown up in arms, photography is already a changing medium. The industry is already shifting so much in the digital age that when you threw the pandemic uncertainty in there, it mixed a lot of things up. I immediately noticed a lot of my higher end clients, a lot of my largest contracts, their marketing budgets were just shut down entirely. Like they were just like clamping down on everything. So I wasn't getting the big contracts, but I did notice a huge shift in other revenue streams. So this is where that diversification really paid off. I was getting more consistent fine art sales, and I think economists saw this, that people, because of shutdown, they weren't spending as much on experiences or going out and traveling and doing things, but their income was being spent on tangible goods more, and fine art fell into that category. I was getting a lot more consistent fine art sales, and my small commercial clients, a lot of small businesses that were very online oriented already, they survived the pandemic a little bit better in that regard because they were still able to market through their established online channels. They weren't relying as heavily on production schedules because they were smaller. They weren't relying as heavily on trade shows and in-person events as much because they were startups. So even though my huge commercial gigs went down, my smaller gigs went up, numbers-wise, like in the number of assignments I was taking on. It still takes a lot of those small gigs, numbers-wise, to match up to just a few small, big contracts, obviously, but at least having those different revenue streams allows that flexibility so I can weather some of those uncertainty storms a bit better, typically. And then I have stock photography, which has been a great passive income for me. I'm taking photos from my own personal work that I don't necessarily want to do fine art prints or limited editions for. Travel photography, pretty much any travel photos that I've taken. As my CPA says, as a photographer, if you're traveling and you take a single photo, you can write off the whole trip, and I'm using a lot of those travel photos for stock photography. And commercial gigs, collaborative shoots, if I'm just doing a shoot for a portfolio or to collaborate with a new model, I can send that to stock and just make passive income. Stock photography has been a great way to just kind of make a few $100 a month with photos that would otherwise just be sitting on my hard drive. So it's been another great way to diversify, for sure.
I just want to take a second and sincerely thank you for being here. It means a lot, and I hope that this adds value to your day and adds value to your life and helps you more than anything to see that you can do the thing that you love. So if you're passionate enough, you'll find a way to make it work. And hopefully the examples that Cate gave us give you a sense of hope that there is a sunset on the horizon. We're going to be doing more of these, so stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Roger out.